Hello and welcome to week 14 of trading the Stoch-Cross Scalper on a live server. Let's see how it did this week. Go to the history as usual and pull it up for you. And last week was here on the 4th. Or maybe it was the 5th, but this was the last trade that we discussed. But anyways, for the whole week, it's done two trades. One, which it was profitable, and then the other, which we're still in. And that one has pretty much been going on all week. I'll take a look here. You can see that it was a sell order placed on April 9th, which was Monday, and it has just drug on. It got close to stopping out. It got close to taking profit, but on either direction, it never pulled the plug. So I've taken the liberty to already draw a line here, and this is where that trade took place on Monday. Let's see if I can get it. It's hiding back there. Oh, there it was. But anyways, this is where it took place. You can see it was a sell, and it dipped a little bit profitable here, went up, almost stopped out, and then it's come back down. Here it came real close to taking a profit, but it didn't quite make it. But again, one of the reasons why I set the stop loss like I do, you have to let a trade breathe. And this sort of shows that had I set the stop loss lower, it would have stopped out. And I really believe that this is going to come down and we'll get a profit out of this trade. A little bit longer, it's taking longer than I like. I mean, it's not really, you really can't call holding a trade for a week scalping, but that's just the nature of the way the market's moving this month and really last month as well. It was just sideways trading. Let's see. So since there really isn't much to talk about other than the one profitable trade, well, I can give you an update. It is in a 16. It's on a streak of 16 profitable trades. Right there. For those of you that are just tuning in and haven't watched some of the other videos, the longest streak I had was 35 profitable in a row. Year to date, since I went live, there's been a total of 183 trades. 163 of them have been profitable. And that figures out to about an 89% profitable rate. And of the 183, there were 20 losses. Some of them self-inflicted. All right, so let's go back here. So since there really isn't much to talk about, there really wasn't a lot of activity, I want to do a little forecast and show you where I think Euro US dollar is going to be going in the next couple weeks, and I'm going to use the month time frame because the week and the day are so sideways. I mean, there isn't a lot. It's kind of hard to I mean, you can analyze it, but it's kind of hard because it's not as visible as it is in the monthly trading. So I'm going to bump up the magnification. And remember, this line is just where that trade took place this week. What I'm going to do, whether it's conventional or not, doesn't matter. This is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to, these are Bollinger Bands, and this is a moving average. I'm going to draw a line at the moving average for the month. So I'm going to pull this down, and let's see, it's about right. It's about right there. Close enough. It's a little lower, but it's close enough. And then, let's expand this a little bit. And then I'm going to do a Fibonacci retrace, and I'm going to look to see what month was closest to that average as a low. And I've looked at this before, and it's this one right here. This one is was just a little bit higher. So I'm going to do my retrace from this low here. Again, this might not be how a lot of people do it, but this is the way I do it. And it's proved pretty successful. So I'm going to go from there to where it reached a high, looks like about right here. It's so small it's hard to see to get it. Let's go with that. That's pretty good. All right, so you can see that the 50% retracement is right here, and it's hit that, but I think, currently it's above that, and I think that it's going to get to that, and actually I think it's going to go to the 61.8% retracement. So at 50, I believe that Euro US dollar in the next, could be days, could be weeks, is going to get down to 1.21 in that range, 305, but in the 1.21 range. And then I think it's going to go down as low as, once it breaks that 1.21, I think it's going to go down to about 1.20, 382. And then after that, it's going to go back up. But that's the way I do it. That's what I think. I think it's going to, like I said, I think it's going to get down here very shortly, next couple of days, maybe a week, to the 1.21. When it does that, this trade will turn in and come profitable. But longer term, I think it's going to go to 1.20 something, 09. And then it's going to start going back up to the 1.23 area. So you heard from me first. Let's see how that pans out. I've done some other analysis on some of my other videos. I never really followed up to say if they were right or not, but they were. They were pretty accurate. And I feel that this one is pretty accurate as well, but only time will tell. So that's it for the update for this week. I hope you have a great weekend. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers that have joined. I appreciate that. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. And happy trading. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you.